welcome back to the channel and welcome to Vlogmas episode 8. Yes, we are getting there. Just a reminder, if you're new to Vlogmas on my channel, we are doing something a little bit different. We are doing a Disney tip per day for traveling around to the Disney parks around the world. So from December 1st to December 25th, a new tip every single day. And today we are going back to the biggest Disney resort in the world, Walt Disney World. So a few days ago I did my favourite in-park table service restaurants. I don't actually think I said inside of the video that it was for table service restaurants, but it was. Today we're going to do my favourite quick service restaurants. When I was doing the video the other day, there was a few restaurants, quick service ones, that I was dying to talk about, but I couldn't because we were talking about table service restaurants. But today we're going to be talking about quick service restaurants. Now these are my favourite ones which are inside of the parks. So I don't know if you saw the video from 6, I think it was 6, I can't quite remember, about table service restaurants. But I don't tend to leave a park when I go there in the day when I go to Walt Disney World. I just don't like to sort of waste any time on buses going in between parks. I like to spend my whole day inside of a park. So I need to find my restaurants inside of a park, table service restaurants and quick service. So these are the quick service ones that I like the most. So this time we're going to start off with the Food Lovers Paradise, and that is Epcot. Epcot is great for food. And probably the best food that you can find in the park is in the World Showcase area. So each of the countries around the World Showcase, I think, have a table service restaurant and a quick service restaurant slash cafe. And when we were there last time, we popped into a few that people really recommended. Now my favourites, easily, of all of the World Showcase quick service restaurants that we went to, was the Caesarea Grill in the Japan Pavilion. I know, it's probably not any surprise whatsoever that I would go for the quick service in the Japanese Pavilion, but I just thought the quality there was so good. And because I know a little bit about Japanese food, I mean, say not loads, but I know a little bit about Japanese food, and I actually felt like the food that we had there was super authentic. I did have the chicken katsu curry when we were there. This was actually a dish that was recommended by Adam Hatton, who now lives in Walt Disney World doing the CRP, what's it called, cultural something program, anyway, the CRP, the Disney CRP. He's doing that at the moment, and he's there over living in Epcot, and this is one of his favourite quick service restaurants, and particularly that chicken katsu curry is one of his favourite dishes, and I must say it was fantastic. One of the restaurants I wanted to try but didn't was the Tangerine Cafe. I love what they did there, Tangerine Cafe, Tangerine. It was pretty awesome. I think that's really clever. I didn't get to try there, but people really love it, so that's sort of another side recommendation if you're heading to Epcot. That's one that I'm definitely going to try next time when I go. But actually my favourite quick service restaurant inside of Epcot is not in the World Showcase. Shock. Actually, I don't think this is going to be shocking for most people that have gone to Epcot. My favourite restaurant, quick service restaurant in Epcot is Sunshine Seasons. Oh my god, Sunshine Seasons was fantastic. I was expecting it to be pretty good because so many people said it was great, but I enjoyed it so much more than I thought I would, and I enjoyed it on par with some table service restaurants that we ate at. Sunshine Seasons is split up into different areas. It's a bit like a mini food court. So they have an Asian noodle section, I think, and a sandwich section, a salad section, and one more, I'm going to cheat and have a look, a grill section where you can get rotisserie chicken and pork ribs. That's amazing. I had the Mongolian beef from the Asian section, Mongolian beef and noodles. I think it's noodles. I kind of half remember having rice, but maybe that's not true. And I had a key lime pie for dessert as well, and it was all part of a quick service meal credit. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. My brother had one of the chicken dishes from the Asian section as well, but he tried some of mine and he absolutely loved it. It was such a good dish. So maybe it's not so much Sunshine Seasons as it is the Mongolian beef in particular, but it really was amazing. I also like the fact that Sunshine Seasons is inside the Land Pavilion, which is my favourite pavilion, and it's nicely air conditioned. There's loads of space to sit. It is a big restaurant, it does get busy, but it's very relaxing. I really love it. So yeah, that's my favourite one for Epcot. So let's pop on over to the closest part to Epcot, which is Hollywood Studios. And actually, I don't really think I have a favourite quick service restaurant in Hollywood Studios. There's a lot of works going on in Hollywood Studios at the moment. moment, so there's not loads and loads of choice. So a couple of times when we were there, we ate at ABC Commissary. For some reason, I want to call it the ABC Commissionary, but ABC Commissary, we ate there twice. I had chicken dippers one time, I think, and a salad the next time, or salad with chicken. I can't quite remember, but the salad I ate was brilliant. I absolutely loved it, and it was great to have something healthy there. It's also another nicely air-conditioned restaurant inside with loads and loads of space. So I recommend it. The reason why I stumble on it a little bit is because it's very sort of normal Disney quick service fare. There's nothing really exciting about the food, although the salad was great. But it is a really nice relaxing environment, good for a nice quick service meal. The other one, which is apparently quite nice, but I haven't tried yet because it's only opened recently, is PIzzeRizzo. So PIzzeRizzo is the new quick service restaurant which is near Mama Melrose's in the now recently renamed Muppets Courtyard area. It's renamed to now Grand Avenue. I think it has this kind of California feel. I haven't been to it since it's reopened. But PIzzeRizzo, everybody I know that's eaten at PIzzeRizzo says it's great. The pizzas are delicious. You can get good salads there. The prices are nice. And apparently they have a very kind of cheesy, wedding-y pop music room that you can go and sit in, which has sort of flashing lights and like Spice Girls playing, and other artists, but that was the one that really stuck out to me. That was in Charlotte Ruff's video. If I find it, I'll link it below. So that seems like a kind of fun place to eat. I haven't eaten there though, so I can't really give my recommendation, but people like that very much at the moment. I'm going to leave Magic Kingdom to the end, so let's pop on over to Animal Kingdom. And there's two that I'd like to recommend in Animal Kingdom. The first is Tree BBQ, which isn't a vegetarian friendly place, although I'm sure they would cater for vegetarians, but it's mostly meat barbecue, chicken, pulled pork, this kind of thing. And they also have signature baked beans, which are great. My favourite though, which if you watched the table service vlog that I did the other day, it's not going to be a surprise. It's the Yak and Yeti quick service. The food I ate at Yak and Yeti table service was so good that when we went back to Animal Kingdom a few days later, we went just to eat at the Yak and Yeti quick service because it was so amazing. You also get a really good snack credit item there. They do this chicken fried rice, which is it looks small when it comes out, but it takes a lot of effort to get through it, and it almost feels like you've eaten a decent small meal after you've done with it, and it's only a quick service credit, which is fantastic. For those of you who love the honey chicken from Yak and Yeti, they serve a quick service version there at the quick service counter, so you can get that too. So generally, Yak and Yeti, quick service yes, table service yes. Finally, Magic Kingdom, and some people say that Magic Kingdom food is kind of samey, but I actually think quick service at Magic Kingdom is not that bad. So first of all, Be Our Guest is a quick service restaurant for breakfast and for lunch, which sounds kind of strange because it's not really. When you get in there, you still have your own table. Well, I suppose you find it. Anyway, it operates as a quick service restaurant at breakfast and lunch, and the food at both of those times I think vastly outweighs a lot of the other quick service restaurants in the park. So it's kind of a good thing to spend your quick service credits on. It's a beautiful place to sit and eat food. For a relaxing chill out time, Pinocchio's Village House is a nice big restaurant. There's also Cosmic Rays Cafe. They kind of serve standard Magic Kingdom fare. Apparently lots of people like the Columbia Harbour House though. So this serves kind of old American favourites, I think like chicken pot pie, this kind of thing. I've not eaten there, but I know some people who absolutely rave about it. And it has an almost view of the castle, depending on how bushy the trees are at that time of the year. So in the summer, not so much. There they serve waffles with toppings. And the fresh fruit waffle that they serve there with Nutella, with chocolate spread, is so good. It's so good. It's so good. I absolutely loved it. I had it twice. When we went to Walt Disney World, I tried so hard not to eat things twice because I wanted to try as many different things as we could, but I had to have this twice. It was that delicious. You also get two sides with it and a drink. When we were there last time, I swapped the two sides for another water. I can't remember if I did a swap for two sides for a water or I just swapped one of my sides for a water, but I found that the waffle was so large I couldn't eat that plus two sides, and then we ended up just carrying around these other sides with us for the rest of the day, not really wanting them. So we switched them out for another drink so that we could carry that around with us instead, and that really came in handy later on. Probably want to go for something that's not a water, like coffee, because you can get water all the way around the parks. But yeah, just remember if you're feeling like it's going to be too much food, ask if you can switch the sides to something else, or the and dessert for something else, you might be lucky and they might say yes. So that's it for my tips for quick service restaurants in the parks. I probably would do another tip in a few days' time about the Disney dining plan in general, just if, you know, people have questions about it, people might find that quite useful. Generally, I thought the dining plan was amazing, but we'll talk about why in a different video. But for now, I'll say goodbye and I'll see you all in Vlogmas episode 9. Okay, bye everyone. See ya.